Hello everyone, in this video we will see how to use conditional rendering in React. How can you conditionally render some elements, maybe components in a React application. So let's get started. Alright, so we have our app here and then I didn't change anything from the previous tutorial, so everything is as we left things. Okay, so I have my React application and then I can create a new component, maybe call it, maybe it's a login page. And then let's create our component here. So let's create our function, login, and a return statement, fragments, and inside it we will be render React element. So let's export this function so that we can import it in our app.js. So just beneath the counter, let's import our login component. So let's import login from /login. Save it and boom. It's not showing anything over here because we didn't add anything. So to do the conditional rendering, we need to use the if-else operation in JavaScript. So I'm pretty sure you are all aware of if-else operation in JavaScript. If you're not, operation in JavaScript. So in if-else statement in JavaScript, we have a new ternary operator which we can also use instead of writing the if-else statement. So what we will do first, so we need to import some state. So we'll be using useState hook, and let's create some variable here. So let's make it, I'll make this big, we don't need to see everything. So let's make it const login, set login, and we will pass the initial value of our variable login. So we will be storing a boolean inside login. So let's say for now login is true, so we'll give it a value true. And over here let's create another element. Maybe we'll create a const element, and it is just a p tag. It is a login page. Let's save it, and then if I render the element inside our curly bracket here and save it, go back to our page, we'll see it's a login page. Now, how can I show this element conditionally? Maybe login is false. Maybe this login is coming from a prop. Maybe we have a login prop coming from maybe this login prop is coming from our parent component, and then we need to show this element as per the condition applied on this login variable. Maybe this is false. Then we don't want to show that it is a login page. Maybe we need to show it a sign up page. So how can we do that? So maybe we just leave that. That was just for demonstrating like what is the use case of this conditional rendering. But right now I'm making everything pretty simple so that we can understand what's going on here. So we have element here. Now to conditionally render it, we need to pass our login variable here so that this expression knows if the whole expression is true or false. So for here, if I put true, and if I run it, we'll see we are still seeing this element being rendered on the page. But if I make it false and save it, see this element is gone. Why? Because this whole statement is now false. So I hope you all remember that if a first statement is true inside expression and second statement is false, we'll see a false. If first statement is true and second statement is also true, we'll see true, false. So first statement is true, second is true, then it will be true, otherwise it will be false. So this won't run. Right now login is true, so if I pass login here, tell me what is going to happen. Let me save it, and we'll see we are seeing our element rendered on the page because this is true. If I make it false, let's make it false. So if I make it false, see, we are not seeing this element rendered on the page. So I hope this is easy to understand. We have our login state, which we are passing to our useState hook, and then whatever the value of login we initially applied, we will check if our element is rendered or not. Now, instead of like making it manually true and false, let's create a button. Let's create a button inside our return statement. So let's make a button, and inside that button, just like that. So now we have a button, and let's add a break statement here, have a new line here. Okay, so we have our click me button, and then because this is false, we are not rendering our element. Now we want to change the state of this login whenever user presses a button. How can we achieve that? So we will see that right now. Okay, so let's make some space here. We will need to add event handler here. So on click, we should run handle click function. So if we save it, it will complain that we don't have that function defined. So we will need to define that function. So function handle click, and then as I shown you in the previous video, whenever you need to change the state of your useState variable, which is login now case, we don't do it directly. We will only do it by this setter function, which is this function. So this is a variable, this is a function. So if I applied that and I'll say set login, and see, I need to toggle it. So how can you toggle something in JavaScript? Well, we need only booleans, right? It's true or false. So if I'm giving login a value of false, then I'll make it opposite of false, which is true. So whenever a user click this value will be flipped. If it was false, it will become true. When a user again click it, it will become false. So it will always toggle between true and false value. Right now the value is false. So if I click it, it will show it is a login page. Oh, sorry. It will show it is a login page. If I click it back, it will hide everything. So let's fix that. Maybe just hiding it, let's make it something else. Let's make it another element. Maybe we'll give it 2, and then just copy it and paste it over here. It is a sign up page. So save it, and then instead of, so now we need to see if value of login is true, then we need to show this element. If the value of login is false, we need to show this element, and we will be using the ternary operator. The initial value is false, so we need to show the second element. If I save it, if I click it, it will say it is a sign up page. So that's good. So right now the value of login is false. We need to change it true, so that whenever the value of login is true, we can show the ELM. Otherwise we'll show ELM2. So we need to change that, and then we need to pass our question mark, so we can see the conditional ternary operator here. So first of all, this is the variable which is toggling between true and false. If it is true, we'll show ELM. Otherwise, we will show ELM2, and if I come here and save this, if I click it again, see, it will show it is a sign up page because login is false. If I click again, then it will toggle the login back to true. So it's just true and false. So that's how you render elements conditionally in React. So this is a pretty basic example. We will do some little complex examples in our next tutorials. Well, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.